4.6 billion years ago, the birth of the Sun, temperatures and pressures in the central area of the solar system's nebula continued to rise rapidly for about 100 million years, until they reached the limit where hydrogen atoms became so close that they went through the nuclear fusion process and turned into a helmet during the process. So our Sun was born. We generally consider the Sun special, and this is exactly true. The Sun is very important for the creation and continuing of life on our planet. But it is a bit difficult to think of the Sun as a normal, average, or modest star, though in many ways it is. Our star is one of the more than 10 billion trillion, 22 stars in the well-known universe, which is mostly produced at high pressure and temperatures with the impact of gravity of hydrogen material and eliminates tremendous quantities in their surroundings. The stars are really the engine of our universe. When stars are born, they live a relatively stable life and then die, often relatively predicted and occasionally brilliantly. The Sun is no different. It will continue to convert hydrogen atoms into helium for almost 5 billion years. When the hydrogen is gone, the Sun will lose its outer layers by engulfing the Earth and other internal planets, and fusing helium in its center. When the helium also disappears, the Sun will gradually turn into white dwarf and eventually dimmed and become cinder. Astronomers have concluded that our Milky Way galaxy produces about 1 to 3 new stars every year, and about 1 to 3 old stars die every year. If we apply it to all well-known galaxies and do a little mathematics, this means that the universe produces about 500 million stars daily and 500 million stars die. This is an astonishing and humble idea, which we must realize that we should value every precious day of our star's, Sun, life. This is the ultra-welfare photo of our local star, Sun, from NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory from Ultraviolet Space Telescope. Streamers, loops, hotspots, shiny, and cool places, incomplete or fading, are all very active, but absolutely ordinary, evidence of middle-aged star. Let's talk about it deeply. The birth process took place about 4.6 billion years ago, and it is the result of a natural astronomical process called stellar formation. The following step-by-step simple language describes how the Sun was born. Milky Way 1. The existence of nebula. The Sun was born from a nebula, which is a huge cloud of gas, especially hydrogen, and the surroundings. This nebula was probably born or mobilized a major star's explosion. 2. The effect of gravity. The amount of gas and dust began to increase within a location inside the nebula, so gravity started compressing it. This process is accelerated when the cloud becomes unstable and the inner parts begin to draw to each other. Sun 3. Protostar, forming. When the focus of nebula shrinks, it takes the form of a protostar, early star. It was the childhood of the Sun. Fire 4. The start of the nuclear fusion. When the temperature reached about 10 million degrees Celsius at the center, the process of nuclear fusion began. In this process, hydrogen atoms form helium together and emit too much energy. This energy comes out of the Sun in the form of light and heat. Sun 5. The Sun became, when the fusion became stable, the protostar became completely a main sequence star, that is, today's Sun. Since then the Sun has been burning for about 4.6 billion years and is still turning hydrogen into helium. If you agree with this, be sure to tell you in the comments section. Subscribe to our channel. If you like this video, like it and get a share with friends. Support us by press the bell icon. Thank for watching.